Chapter 12, Section 2 is entitled Box and Whisker Plots. We start with the definition of a box and whisker plot. A data display that organizes data values into four parts, divided by a median into a lower and upper half, and then divided again by a lower and upper quartile. A data display that divides data values into four parts, divided by a median into a lower and upper half, and then divided again by a lower and upper quartile. As you can see in example 1, they're asking us to make a box and whisker plot, and they've integrated the steps to how to make a box and whisker plot into that first problem. The question says to make a box and whisker plot of the data set, and the numbers they give you are 15, 19, 25, 34, 28, 32, 16, 26. And those numbers are 15, 19, 25, 34, 28, 32, 16, 26. The very first thing we have to do according to the steps is to put the numbers in order from least to greatest and find the median. In case you've forgotten, the median is the middle number when they're put in order from least to greatest. So I've got to put these in order first of all. Alright, so in the 10 and 19 set, I've got 15, 16, and 19. In the 20 to 29 set, I've got 25, 26, and 28. And in the 30 set, I've got 30, 32, 34. And that's it. Alright, so that set, now I have to find the median. Again, the median being the middle number. Well, if I count in to reach the middle, as I can see, I actually have two numbers in the middle, 25 and 26. In case you've forgotten, when there's two numbers in the middle, you have to take the average of those two numbers. So here I'm asked then to really take the average of 25 and 26. To do that, I'm going to add them up and divide by 2. Now, of course, you can, if you want to, just simply figure out what amount happens to be halfway in the middle. Some numbers will be easier than others. When I add these two up, I get 51, and 51 divided by 2 is 25.5. Okay, step 2. Create a number line with the minimum, maximum, and median plotted. Create a number with the minimum, maximum, and median plotted. The minimum is the smallest number when the list is in order from least to greatest. The maximum is the largest number when the number list is in order from least to greatest. So my minimum and maximum are, of course, 15 and 34. Now, when I say make a number line here, most times you're not going to make a true number line. The reason why is I could very well give you a box and whisker plot that goes from 1 to 1,000. Well, if you've got to make a number line for that, you better have a big sheet of paper. Right? So you don't have to make a true number line. But I would expect the distances to be approximately correct. Meaning, if you're going to give me a number line that the distance from 1 to 1,000 is like this, then the distance from 1,000 to 1,001 better not be this big. Okay, 1,000 numbers this, one number like this, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so make sure your approximations are about in the ballpark. So I've got to plot 15, 25.5, and 34 on my number line. So I'm going to put it here. 15 is going to be there for me. 34 is going to be out here. Now, 25.5 is pretty close to the middle of those two, so that's not a big deal here. It should be just a smidge closer to 34 though. So we'll say 25.5 is about there. Okay. Next step. Find the median of the lower and upper half of numbers and plot. Find the median of the lower and upper half of numbers and plot. The median divides the list into two equal parts. So we said our median originally was between 25 and 26, right there. So that's made everything less than it, the lower half, and everything bigger than it, the upper half. I've now got to find the median of that lower and upper half. So I'm going to start now by finding the median of what's between 15 and 25. Now again, just like we had before, there is no perfect middle number here. Nice, there was, but there isn't. So I'm simply trying to find the middle number between 16 and 19. Again, you can just figure it out. Might be easy if you think of it like money. This one might not be as transparent as some though. So again, if you have to, add them up. 16 and 19, and divide by 2, and that amount here is going to be 17.5. On the upper half, that should be a little bit easier to figure out. We're looking for the number that's between 28 and 32. You can add them up, 28 plus 32 divided by 2, but obviously that number would have to be 30. Alright, and I'm also supposed to plot those now, so I'm going to put those on that same number line. Now 17.5 is going to be pretty close to 15, obviously. So I'm going to put 17.5, say about right there. And 30, on the other hand, 30 is pretty close to being perfectly halfway between these two. It should be a smidge closer to 34, just a smidge. We're almost done. The last step says to box in the medians. Box in the three medians. Now, three medians again are these middle numbers here that we plotted. And a line across. And there's your box in this plot. Okay, let's try the next one. The 6 longest bridges in the world measure in meters: 1280, 1118, 1990, 1074, 1298, and 1066.